And you're worrying already at 16?
Yeah.
Piers?
You know, it's really interesting. I've got three sons. One's 30, one's 26, one's 22, and they all want to get on the housing ladder. And it took me back to when I was in my 20s. And I bought a house in Morden, in South London, with two friends. And one of them reminded me today that we didn't pay any deposit at all. We had a 100% mortgage. One of the fathers acted as a guarantor, and that was it. It was that easy. And for my sons, just in the early talking to see how we get their financing, you've got to have a minimum 25% deposit. And I was shocked. I didn't know it was like that. That's a lot of money, whatever value house you're buying. And many people just simply can't afford this. So I then talked to a friend of mine who's a property developer, and I asked him about this plan by Labour with the housing, and especially affordable housing. And he specialises in affordable housing. And he told a story that I found just really shocking. There's a development that's been going through planning now in East London, very near here. 1,600 new homes, of which nearly half are affordable homes. It's been a 4-year delay in that planning, even though the planning officers supported the scheme, and it's been rejected by a small committee of 8 local councillors, who he believes, from his experience, just don't understand the complexity of this kind of development. And he says that's happening everywhere. So when Keir Starmer says he's going to bulldoze his way through local planning issues, that's what he means. And he's right. The truth, if you're a young person like you, and I commend you for planning so far ahead, but it's incredibly difficult to see how you could buy a home. And what moved me about Keir Starmer's speech was when he talked about the value of your own home to people's psyche, to their health, to their social mobility. And once you get on that ladder, you feel like you've arrived. And we are depriving potentially millions of young people of that feeling. And I think that is a real tragedy. And that's why whoever wins the next election in this country has got to look at people like you and my sons and others who are trying to do this and empower them to have their own home. And I think that would be great.
Let's hear a little bit more from our audience. The woman with the glasses then.